You're now listening to the Shoot for Teams podcast with your favorite guys, Dorian and Kyle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Shoot for Teams podcast with your boy, Old Man Raw, Sweatsuits and Fly Kicks.
It's your man D Hill, the gift card bandit.
It's just two of us today, huh?
Man, this back to the old days when we first started, when we didn't even have no cameras, nothing.
We was using the iPhone camera. This episode is our favorite episode every year. NBA season is here.
It's here, man.
So this is our prediction episode where we give you what team is coming out of the East, the West, MVP, Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, Most Improved, Defensive Player. And, you know, any teams that we think, well, I should say who we're most excited to see, who we think will be the most disappointing, and any surprise teams that we might have. And we'll give you little gems in between. You want to start it off, man?
First and foremost, I'm not looking forward to this because we're always so wrong, or we're ahead of our time, like always.
We're ahead of our time more than anything. That's
because I'm still, every time we do this episode, I think about Nate McMillan, Paul George, Indiana Pacers.
Well, one of those guys will be in my prediction. It's in my heart. I can't get away from it.
That polar person.
So we'll start. We'll start with the individual awards first. Let's start with Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year.
Yeah, who you got?
I got, surprisingly, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "What?" I'm picking Luke Walton for the Sacramento Kings. Yeah, Luke Walton. That's what Bill Walton's son.
That's what I thought you had said.
I'm picking Luke Walton because I just think Sacramento's gonna make that leap this year. I know they've struggled with injuries and just like creating a culture up there, but it seems like from what I've seen over the offseason, they've tried to change that and they've established like how they want to play and they have the personnel. And I think they're going to make that step and Luke's going to get that nod. I might be 2 or 3 years off with that, but that's what I'm picking this year.
You 5 years off, but that's a good one. I would say the Kings are right there. Sacramento, they got a bunch of dope young pieces. You never know.
Yeah,
I mean, all right, man. I'm going with my guy, Nate McMillan.
Oh
Nate
boy,
McMillan.
Oh, here we go. We back.
Nate McMillan. Look, the Hawks surprised a lot of people last year.
They did,
and I think they have a returning roster as long as they stay healthy. I think that they really could shake up the East. Trey has got his money. We got my boy out there still Gallinari. And they got a bunch of shooters. John Collins will dunk on your head. So I just think if the guys can stay healthy, all the players respect Nate. And I think that he's going to do a good job for them. And I think they're going to be high when the rankings come out. I think the Hawks will be up there. Not 1, 2, but I got them maybe 3, 4 coming out the East. You heard me.
That's high.
Yeah, it is high. I hope it's right.
Let's hope Nate don't listen to this podcast. And if you know Nate, don't even mention that Kyle picked him. Because the jinx is on.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying, man. Speaking of jinx, so let's just go defensive player. Who you got?
Defensive player of the year again. I'm staying with Sacramento. It's gonna be a theme with me.
Okay.
He's a rookie right now. Came out of Baylor. Davion Mitchell. Just what I seen from that dude, like the intensity that he brings to the game is crazy. Like especially when he's on defense, like he's not afraid to get up in you. Like he's gonna be right in your face and force you to make turnovers and speed up your game. And from what I've seen in summer league and preseason, he's gonna be that dude.
He's the truth. That's a good one. That's a good one for real. That would be crazy if he got defensive player as a rookie.
I know.
I don't know how many players.
I don't think that's happened too many times, honestly.
That's dope. That's a good one. I didn't even think about Davion. I got AD,
nice.
Anthony Davis. with the Lakers. I think that he was close to getting it last year, but now that Russ is there and they have a more seasoned roster, I should say, not old, I think he can kind of kick back, and he doesn't have to score as many points, but he can still be dominant on the defensive end. So I got AD. I think he's going to do well for them if he can stay healthy. So we'll go with that.
That's the big question.
That's the biggest thing.
That if.
Most improved, who you going with?
I'm gonna go with somebody out west again, not with the Kings, but another up and coming team. I'm gonna go with Jaren Jackson. I'm sorry, I said Jaren Collins.
Okay.
Jaren Jackson on the Memphis Grizzlies. I think that just him with Ja, they have great chemistry together, and he showed flashes of what he could do the previous year. And I just think he's healthy now, and he's going to show everyone, what he's about and why he was drafted so high when he was drafted. So I think my boy Jaren Jackson.
That's a good one. I like Jaren. He was hurt all year last year, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good one. I forgot about him. I'm going with ex-Laker, now new Celtic, Dennis Schroeder.
The man that passed up 80.
That's why he's going to be most improved, because he's playing for a contract. I think being out there with our guy, Jaylen Brown, and then you got, one of Kobe's disciples in
Jason Tatum.
And then you got Marcus Smart, and then I have Cantor now. Al Horford is back. I think he can run the team, and the pressure is on him. One, to help that team because Kemba is gone. But two, he's playing for a bag, any kind of bag, after he turned down the 80, as you mentioned. So I think he's going to come in, and we're going to get that Schroeder from OKC and some.
Oh, I mean, that'd be good for him. Like, I'm still pondering, like, bro, you went from getting offered 80 to getting offered, what is it, 3 or 6?
No, 6 or something like that.
6.
It's still not 80.
It ain't 80.
But the basketball guys, it just didn't work for the Lakers because they wouldn't have got Russ.
Yeah, that's what I told my dad.
So any Laker fan is like Schroeder or Russ.
They picking Russ.
They going with our boy Wild Russ. We love it. So I'm going with that. 6th man of the year, who you got?
6th man of the year. Depending on how that roster shakes out, I'm gonna go East Coast this time. Alex Caruso, former Laker. I think
the Ball Brotherhood.
There you go. He finally let it go because, bruh, he had to get a deal to shave that head, but sheesh.
I think he did it in the bubble.
I think so, because he got that what's the I forgot what the shaver is. The Manscape or something. I don't know.
It might be Manscape or for Hims or one of those.
Something. He got a deal where he cut that off because
he didn't have no choice, because in the bubble before they got the barber there, he was just letting it grow, and it probably wasn't growing even. I know this. I can speak on this. I'm not talking about my brother. I know this. Mine, it has a mohawk look, and I didn't even shape it that way. Go ahead, man.
I'm not there yet. I'm still hanging on.
You good?
Bro.
What you mean? You ain't gonna beat it?
It's getting thin.
You good though? You good? Mine was thin. Look, it's all skin now.
But I'm picking Alex. I think again with that team, they got a lot of shooters. They got a lot of guys that get up and down, and they want to play fast as well. And Alex thrives in that. So I think that he'll definitely do well there and be considered for 6th man of the year.
Okay. I'm actually going with somebody that I wasn't really a fan of just because of the swag, and I call him F-boy, and I still think he is that, but I think he has something to prove. I'm going with Tyler Hero. I think he's in Miami. I think he has a lot to prove. I've been watching him all preseason, and he's been balling. I think Miami has a really good shot to do some things in the East. And, if he stays healthy and consistent with his shooting and just stays in the gym, I think he can still at 6 man. I think Jimmy Butler he got all those guys in line, the
Yeah.
disciples, and he's one of them. Just stay focused in the gym. Don't worry about Instagram and private jets and your Instagram chick and all that. Stay focused.
And he got to live up to his statement he just made that he deserves to be talked about with Luka. And then
well, they can talk about him, but just not compare. Like, oh yeah, Luka's in the NBA, Tyler Hero's in the NBA, but that's as far as it goes.
no, in Tyler's mind is maybe Luka, Trey, and him
in that order.
I mean, maybe not necessary. If Tyler telling you, he gonna say it's Tyler, Luka, and Trey.
Nah, it's a lot of people above Tyler. I tell you that right now.
We know.
Ja, it's a lot. We're not gonna go down the list, but I got Tyler Hero, and hopefully
that's a solid pick.
He plays well, and then he can move up on that list, not just in his mind.
Yeah, that's a solid list, bro.
All right, we went to summer league this year. We saw a lot of rookies, some on the court, some off the court. Damn it! Who do you have for rookie of the year?
This one was actually tough because I think there's a lot of talent in this draft, and we saw that in the summer league. I'm gonna stick with the top guy, Cade Cunningham. I just like the way he plays. I like that he doesn't get sped up. He plays at his own tempo, and he's a basketball dude. Like he just wants to get better, and I think him being out in Detroit is gonna actually help him because he's getting thrown into the fire right away. They're not the greatest team. They don't have the best roster, and it's going to be a lot of responsibility on him. But I think he's built for that. Like I think he has the even keel to get out there and lead them boys. And and my honorable mention is going to be again Davion Mitchell because I'm high on Davion, man. I'm high.
All right.
He been shooting the ball well.
Okay.
I just think the defense and the energy that he brings on the court is just like unmatched right now. Like there's no young guy that's playing the way he's playing. You could tell he's just like really embracing being in the NBA and not taking it for granted. So like I really appreciate and really like watching that, man, because you don't get to see that too often nowadays.
Nah, you don't. That's a good one. I like him too. I mean, even at Baylor and Gonzaga thought they just was gonna walk all over them boys, and they locked them down and beat them by like 20. It wasn't even a game. Bad. So David,
who you got?
I'm going with our guy that we got to see, Scotty Barnes.
Nice.
Out there, young magic in his mind. But I think Toronto coming back off injury, they had a lot of injuries last year. And now that Kyle Lowry is gone in Miami, I think Scotty can come in and just help run the team. I know Van Vliet is there.
Yeah,
Pascal. Drake is going to be there. Drake is going to be there. But I think Scotty's going into a smooth system where he'll get a lot of minutes and he'll get to learn from a great coach and a championship caliber team. So I got Scotty, and he's exciting to watch. We got to see him in Vegas, and he's dope. You told me about him because I didn't know too much about him, but he's about 6'9", 16, can bring the ball up, will dunk on you, finesse. And his IQ was high, so I like him. I think he can still at rookie of the year. And the honorable mention, obviously, is our guy Jalen Green, Mr. High Shorts with the long hair. I'm pretty sure that's the favorite. To steal it. But I think this draft class overall has a lot of guys that could steal a rookie of the year. So it's gonna be a dope season.
It is, man. I'm looking forward to it.
As long as everybody stays healthy, man. All right, the biggest award of the league, MVP. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with my main man, LeBron James, man.
You going with the king?
I'm gonna go with LeBron, man.
Okay, all right.
I think just him, he's always there, like when it comes down to MVP. But I think with Russell being there and LeBron not having to do so much, like he'll be able to, just kind of get back to the LeBron that, he was in Cleveland, I guess. Like, I mean, not saying that he hasn't played well with the Lakers at all, but I just think that, he doesn't have to have so much responsibility and he could play more free. So I think we're gonna see, even though he's older, we're gonna see scary LeBron come back.
LeBron is LeBron. He's on
never,
another planet.
Never seen nothing like it.
LeBron, him and Marvin the Martian, all them do. He's on another planet. Oh, you got any honorable mentions that you want
to?
I mean,
honorable mentions. I think Giannis again.
Giannis is.
Yeah, I think Giannis again. I think Giannis is. From what I've seen, he worked on his jump shot. It looked more fluid, and I know that was a point of emphasis for him in the summer. And you could tell, like he started one of the preseason games. He got the ball, he dribbled, pull up three, bottoms, and it looked fluid. So, like I think he heard all the criticism last playoffs and into the finals, and he went and worked on it. So I think that Giannis is going to be right there too. But I think LeBron is tired of people saying that he's washed up. So
I don't know if anybody say washed up.
I mean, older. In his that's what he's telling himself. He's calling himself the Wash King because
in his mind he's creating.
Exactly.
I see what you're doing, LeBron.
Yes.
I see it. Nobody should disrespect LeBron. All right. I'm going a little bit different. This will be the second out the box person because I didn't like this guy. I'm going with Joel Embiid.
Wait, what? I know I got the earbuds on. This is just for video sake. What?
Joel Embiid. You heard me from Philly. So look, I will say this, and I
still, pandemic really changed you.
It has, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I wake up different now. And I had to apologize years ago about that. And I know you and Special J and Lispy and everybody said how good he was, but I thought the antics and all that. Anyway, I think over the last couple of years, he's really improved his game and he's dominant. Yeah. And the Ben Simmons thing, I think that's probably going to come to an end eventually in Philly, and that won't be a distraction. And then they'll just go through him. If they can get a half decent guard, which they still have Seth out there.
Yeah.
And they have Tobias, our guy, Mr. 180 million. I think they can run through Joel, and if the guys stay healthy, that's kind of, we always say that if they stay healthy, I think he can really do something. And he was close last year in getting MVP and defensive player. So I got Joel. I think once Ben is gone out of Philly, and Meek Mill or whatever, they get that situated, they can lock in, and I think he can steal the MVP. And then obviously, honorable mention, I'm biased, the best man in the world on the planet on Earth with an F is Kevin Durant.
The assassin.
I don't have to say nothing. Everybody know how I feel about KD, and it is what it is. The best man on Earth.
Ain't nothing you can do with him, bro.
So that's just, I'll leave it at that. That's my honorable mention. Yeah. So moving on to teams, who are you most excited to see this season?
I got 3 teams.
Okay.
And one of them, it shouldn't be a surprise by now. I've been talking about them since we started the podcast. It's Sacramento Kings.
You're high on them.
I'm high on them. I think that if they can stay healthy and, Marvin Bagley plays, like,
I forgot he was on the team.
Exactly, because he's been hurt so much. But if he stays healthy and they play the way that I think they're going to play, like up-tempo, like hustle and be in your face on defense, like they're going to surprise a lot of teams. Then I got the Charlotte Hornets with my man LaMelo Ball out there. Hey, man, the magician.
I don't have nothing against him.
I love watching that guy play. I think they got a good roster out there. The addition of Mason Plumlee out there. Mason, right? Not Miles.
Yeah.
One of the Plumlee boys, the younger one. They went to Duke anyway, so it don't matter. But the addition of Plumlee at center, I think will expand what they want to do, because all they needed was like a rim protector and a guy that could score at the 5 last year and run the floor with them, because they want to play fast. And LaMelo is the guy to get that done. And then my last team is the Bulls, which I, talked about earlier too. They're another team again that wants to play fast, and they got the guys to do it. They got Lonzo throwing lobs
Another ball brother.
exactly throwing lobs to Zach LaVine, and they got my boy Vucevic, which people don't be talking about, man. Like that dude is a monster.
I think he's the number one. I think he's the third best center in the L.
I would agree with you. I
think you got Joker and Embiid, and then you got
him. Yeah,
they don't even talk about him.
Nah, bro, that brother's smooth.
For real. Like he's nice.
Yeah, so those are my three. I mean, I was only supposed to give, if I could just say one that I'm really excited to watch, it probably would be the Hornets.
Okay.
Just for the sheer highlights.
And don't forget my boy is on the Hornets, Scary Terry.
Oh, Scary Terry.
You thought I was going to say the dunker.
I thought you was going to say Miles Bridges.
You said it for me. Listen, I got him again. Now, Scary Terry is on the squad.
Yeah.
I like Scary.
He's going to contribute. Now that I think that whole trade thing is not hanging over his head, because, it was always like, oh, like who's going to get traded? Like we're going to trade Scary Terry for Lonzo, but like now that Devontae Graham's gone and
Malik and Malik Monk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And he's secure in his position. Like I think
so. They got him at the 2. They'll have Scary. Okay. Yeah. So LaMelo and Scary Terry. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. That's a squad. They got PJ. They still got PJ Washington.
Yeah. They got Miles Bridges. Plumlee, they got the new the rookie.
Your guy we saw.
Yeah.
Book Knight. Is that him? Yeah, we saw him in summer league. Yeah. Yep. One of the twins is still out there or no? No. They're
I'm
both
not
gone.
sure. I think they both gone. Yeah.
I think one is in Miami.
Yeah, they kind of did like a whole roster kind of trim. So
they got a squad though. They will be exciting to watch. I have 2. One is the Bulls, to piggyback off you. I think, like you said, Caruso going out there, Lonzo, DeMar, Zach LaVine will dunk on you, and Vucevic. They have a squad. Like the Bulls could do something. I'm not saying they're gonna win the championship, but in the playoffs in the first round, they could shake up some things.
I agree.
Make it difficult for people if they stay healthy. So I have them, and then I'm going with the Warriors. I think with Clay coming back, that's exciting for the league. And Steph is going to be Steph, of course, and Draymond, one of my favorites, one of your favorites. And then Kuminga that they drafted that we watched in college, not college, but in the G League Ignite team. He was balling, him and Jalen Green. He was actually playing better than Jalen Green at times.
He was.
We're not going to talk about that. But I like Kuminga. And I think that the Warriors, now that they'll be kind of with Wiggins and they have other pieces being at full strength, they'll be exciting again. Those are the 2 teams I have, man. I don't have a third team. There's so many, but
it's a lot of teams, man.
Yeah, I'm going with those 2 for sure.
I like those.
Yeah. Let's go most disappointing, I would say. Who do you think won't have the impact or results that everybody's putting on them, I should say? Maybe change it up.
I think I'm gonna go. I mean, I know this is your guy, Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. Like, I think they've got them. I saw something where they had them ranked second best in the whole league. I'm like,
who is that? Who put
it was
that
on?
out?
It was on Score Mobile this morning. They ranked all the teams, and they had Utah at number 2, and I just don't see it. I mean, they're a great team, but they don't have that. I don't want to sound cliche, but they don't have that dog in them. Like you got a good team for regular season, and I think last year they only benefited because of the Lakers injuries and the Clippers injuries, and we clearly saw in the playoffs what happened to them. So, like, I don't think that they're gonna be top tier. Like, I think they'll be up there, but I don't think they're gonna be as good as people think. Nah, not at all. No.
Our guy is out there, Jordan Clarkson. So I know.
Yeah, like I know Jordan. He seemed like he found a home there. But I
you know,
mean,
and like you said, Donovan and Joe Ingles.
yeah, Rudy Gobert, but it's just they don't got it for me, man.
That's a good one. I am actually going to say the Brooklyn Nets, and I say that one, everybody knows about the Kyrie thing. It is what it is, you know. We wish him the best, whatever he decides to do. But the distraction of him trying to figure out things, I feel will hurt them a little bit. But I just don't know what James Harden is going to do. I think this is like the most pressure that he's ever had to endure in his career. It'll be this season. Because it's like, even if they don't have Kyrie, they still got a squad. Because James Harden and KD alone could knock out a lot of teams in the league. Let's not kid ourselves. And then you add our boy Sap him up, Paul Millsap. You still have Blake Griffin. You still have a bunch of young guys and the guy Brown. And you know they brought Javon Carter, Patty Mills. You have pieces to win a championship. And if James can facilitate and just do what he does, which is amazing, he's an elite player, they have a good shot. But I don't think that that's going to translate with him. I think if it's not injuries or and I don't want James to get hurt. I don't want anybody in the league to get hurt. But if it's not an injury, there'll be some type of distraction with him. He'll get into his feelings somehow or whatever. And he'll leave my boy Kevin out there by himself, who can do it, but it's going to be a lot. So I don't think the Nets, everybody got them winning the chip or had them winning the chip. I don't even think they're going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I think that if Milwaukee can stay healthy, you know, I like Miami and Jimmy Butler and those guys. I just feel like they got a shot to take advantage of Brooklyn's kind of circus right now. It's still early, obviously. Things could change, and then it's like, uh-oh. But I just don't think James Harden is somebody that is going to do what he needs to do when it counts.
Wow.
Because he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
He could surprise me, and then I had to come on a podcast and apologize to him and everybody else in Brooklyn. But right now, I just don't have
I feel that.
I don't have no faith in him.
I just think they got too much on that team, and it's too much drama around that team for them to be successful. Yeah. Like they got too many players, man. That's like an AAU team over there.
Right. You know, it would have been dope if KD stayed in Golden State now.
I wish he would have stayed.
You know, but I know he went out there for Kyrie. That's his boy. And that, you know, that's just like if you were somewhere and you're like, man, come look. Okay, cool. But circumstances change. So that's
exactly.
All. So that's my disappointing team. Now, who do you have? I guess a surprise squad. Somebody that you like, man, he's gonna shake up the world.
At this point, it ain't a surprise.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead.
Sacramento Kings.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna change the podcast to the Sacramento Kings. Oh,
I'm trying to tell people. Sacramento Kings.
Doug Christie paid you to say that or what?
He did not. The wife did. But no, on a serious note, like honestly, man, they've been right there for me, like for the last couple years. If they can stay healthy, I hate to sound like a broken record, but if they can stay healthy, they will be the surprise of the NBA, honestly. Like, because they got my guy, De'Aaron Fox out there, who I'm a big fan of.
D Fox he's a truth.
There's and they got, they just got like a couple dogs. I think like even adding Tristan Thompson, who people just kind of like don't care about.
Yeah.
I think his leadership on that team, like he's been on the championship team, which people forget, like he has that experience and he could bring that to this team. And like from the not playoff, but the practice videos that I've seen of them, they be getting after it out there. So if that can translate to the regular season and they stay healthy and Marvin Bagley's able to play and everybody is able to stay, on the same page and not let these outside things get to them, like
they can do some things.
Yeah. So hopefully Buddy is content in his role. So only time will tell. But I'm gonna stick with it with the Sacramento Kings. I
That's
might as well
cool.
get a jersey or something.
Get one. Get a what was my boy named? Bobby Jackson
Here you go.
or Mike
Get a
Bibby.
Mike Bibby. I'm gonna get a Peja Stojakovic jersey.
Those was all killers back. They just ran into Kobe and Shaq.
That's definitely
Chris
true.
Webber, all them, Vladi, they was all, well, not Vladi so much,
but they was killing.
Oh no, what was your boy that had the sideburns? They came.
You talking about Scott Pollard?
There it is. Nobody even know him. Scott, what up?
We need to get Scott on talking about these different sideburns.
Yeah, we're gonna get Scott on the podcast. Biggest surprise for me, it's crazy because I'm kind of staying in that same. So you keep it with the Kings, Miami Heat. See, so I'm with you, man. I feel like Miami. I'm high on Jimmy Butler, of course. Everybody knows. And then he got these guys locked in. The Goons, Bam Adebayo, they just came back. They won not a championship, but they got a gold medal. He's locked in. Tyler Hero, I mentioned earlier. I just, they still have Duncan Robinson that can shoot. PJ Tucker is out there now. He just came off a championship. Dudes is locked in, man. And I think Kyle Lowry being the biggest addition for them, another guy that won the championship, can get him over the hump. Spoelstra, I've talked bad about left and right. 2 rings with LeBron and D-Wade back in the day with Bosh. He knows how to get those guys locked in, and then Pat Riley. So I think Miami really could do some things, and that's another team that really people should watch out for. If they stay healthy, they could be there in the Eastern Conference.
I definitely agree.
Against Brooklyn or against the Bucks or whatever. I think it would be Milwaukee and Miami.
Hey, I would watch it.
I think so. That's PJ's old team.
I know you may not have known, but I heard Bam said that they call themselves the Kennel because it's a lot of dogs on that team.
I like that. I didn't know that. That's a gem right there.
They call themselves the Kennel.
The Kennel. And I feel like, and we talked about this before, a lot of them dudes got something to prove because they wasn't highly drafted, second round guys or guys came from the G League or whatever. So dudes got something to prove. And they go overlooked, and every team now they talk about these super teams, and I just feel Miami got a good shot, man. And we sound like broken records, but if everybody stays healthy, I think that it's a even playing field now with the league.
I agree. Definitely agree with that one.
Yeah, that's it, man. So before we get out of here, who do you have coming out of the East? And who you have coming out of the West to go to the championship?
I'm going to go out the East. I'm going to go Milwaukee Bucks again.
Okay.
And out the West, if, they don't need to get checked into an old folks home, though, I got the Lakers.
You got the Lakers? Okay. That's cool. Mine is a little bit different, but I had the Lakers coming out of the West. Obviously, if they stay healthy. And then I got the Heat coming out the East.
Wow.
I think that's an old EA Sports game too. Remember they used to have the Lakers versus Blazers?
Yep.
I think they had, I don't remember. But But I have I got the Lakers and the Heat in the chip, and people gonna say what? But it's our predictions. And that's
for sure. I mean, in the past we've been wrong, but I think maybe this year is the year we gonna get it right.
The year, man. The year. What'd you say? The Kendall. This gonna be the year of the dog. The dog against the old folks. You know what I mean? I got love for Melo and I love Russell. So
I would love to see them guys get it. Honestly, I've been a Clipper fan for years. Of course, I've talked my crap about the Lakers, but it's more for me now about like the guys, like you said, I would love to see Carmelo get a chip. I would love to see Russell get a chip with his hometown team, with his wild self. But that would be amazing for them. I mean, of course, with that, I would have to hear people's mouths.
Yeah, but it is what it is at this point. It is what it is. I mean, I agree with you. You didn't mention the Clippers all podcast, but it sucks for them because it's like they're going backwards, and then everybody wanted to have Kawhi on the Lakers, but it was blessing in disguise, I guess,
Yeah,
because
he been injured.
and he can't stay healthy, and then other things have come out talking about he doesn't really speak to his teammates, whatever, all that gossip that we don't know. But hopefully the Clippers can stay healthy whenever Kawhi comes back. Maybe they'll still have a battle of LA type of, I don't know, rivalry, I guess. Is it a rivalry?
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll still be competitive, but it just won't have the luster that it had last year or the year before when everybody was at full strength. But yeah, I mean, that ain't my team no more. So
yeah, you really turned the paperwork in, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know me, you would think that I was a Sacramento Kings fan
or a Hornets fan.
Well, back in the day, I used to be a Hornets fan when I was younger.
So you got a little deep.
Yeah. Larry Johnson was my favorite player, so that was my team.
And then the Sacramento Kings, it just came out of left field, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it really all started when De'Aaron Fox and Marvin Bagley got drafted there. I thought that they were creating like a good young core, but they couldn't stay healthy and they didn't really have no culture. I'm hopefully Luke Walton got it together.
Yeah.
And he'll make me look good with the Coach of the Year award.
Yeah, because it's a lot of pressure on you right now. I said Nate McMillan. You said Luke Walton.
That's a stretch.
He might email you just showing you love because nobody got Luke at all. You never know.
Man. Hey, you never know. Maybe he'll come on the podcast and knowing that I have faith in him.
We could talk about it because didn't he have a little rib shack in Manhattan
He
Beach?
did. It was like Joey's or something like that.
We got gyms, ladies and gentlemen. We don't mess around, okay? I didn't have the ribs, but I know it was over near the Apple store.
It was. Right by the old Manhattan Beach movie theater.
Yes, sir. All right. Before we get out of here, obviously, we've been talking about super teams the whole podcast. As you can see, we have hats. We have a capsule that's getting ready to drop. The start of the season is here. So just look out. We got a special super teams capsule that will be dropping very soon. I mean, very, very soon. So stay tuned on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we'll let you know when the release date is happening.
Yeah, because I mean, we saw the trend coming. Just it went from two player to having it went from having one all-star to having two all-star. Then LeBron and them formed the big three. And then we here now with the super team. So we just thought it would be fitting going into the season to release something that kind of coincided with that. So
you saying LeBron started it?
I'm not saying he started it, but I mean, I think it got more attention than what Paul Pierce and them did.
When you
everybody hated
you scratch the neck like that, it just make it seem like you no, you're right, because Paul and them was first.
Yeah, they were first.
But it was a trade though.
Exactly. LeBron and them made a choice to go to form the big three. So
that was the not one, not two, not three, not four.
Yeah.
He got up to about 8, didn't he?
Yeah, they didn't get an 8 at all.
That's right, because they came in that first year, and who they run into? Dirk,
the one-legged step back.
Dirk said, "I got news for you." Dirk and Jason Kidd, they put silence to that man. Anyway, yeah, look out for the super team.
Yes, capsule. Look out for it.
It'll be being released very, very, very soon. And that's it. Hopefully, we get some of these predictions right, man.
It would be nice to be right on something, man. Like, I feel like we watched the game enough and that we know. But if you were just to only listen to our podcast on the predictions, you'd be like, these fools don't know what the hell they talking about. So please listen to our other episodes. They are on iTunes, Spotify, all that, because we do know what we're talking about. Just the predictions be off.
Yeah, because a lot of times we're predicting with our hearts.
We are.
And we have certain people we like. So we try to go against the grain.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we're signing off. Once again, you can follow us on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Shoot for Teams podcast. Please comment. Let us know any topics or guests you would like to have on our show. and you know, continue to be a part of this movement we got going. We appreciate you. Old man Ross signing off, sweatsuits and fly kicks. Spread love and not hate.
Your man D Hill, the gift card bandit. It's about to be that season.
Oh my goodness.
But what's more important is getting in that gym and shooting some jumpers, at least about 8.
Please don't give this man no gift cards. Anybody that watches this, family, friends, don't give him any gift cards, please. At all. No, please. Don't send him nothing. No iTunes, nothing.
I need it all.
No, you don't. Whatever. Y'all be safe, spread love, and not hate. Peace.
Have a good one, y'all.